Hi, Zizaran here with another video, and this is going to be a quick update of what I'm doing, what I'm working on at the moment. The number one thing I wanted is a lot of essences, and obviously that means that spamming low tier maps is really good. You use the essence thing on the map device, and you have all the nodes, and boom, you're getting 4 actual essence rewards at least every map. And some of these, I think the most I've had is basically like around 18 shrieking essences from one click, right? That's huge. It adds up really fast. And then you have a decent amount of blue harvest juice so that you can swap them around between the different ones that you want. Like maybe you want a lot more greeds. Like I would have a couple that I'm like trying to get. But my artillery ballista is kind of like boring for that. It's not super fast. And it's almost level 100, so it's not going to get any XP from the low map. So I might as well level up a new character. So first I was thinking Impending Doom, because I have the Vixen's gloves, and that's really fun. But then a Wind Ripper dropped, and I was like, ooh, that'd be really fun too. What if I just do a magic find character, see if I can stack like 30, 40 quant and a few hundred rarity, then maybe I'll get a few more taste of hates, some other cool rarity stuff, and I can farm either Cemetery for divination cards that give divines, or Crimson Temple for the one that gives mage blood. Both of these are like pretty good options for me. So I got to work. And this is my character at the moment, and as you can see, I'm not using a Wind Ripper. As it turns out, Wind Ripper is kind of dog shit. So that was a little frustrating. It just doesn't really have enough damage. Like, I would have to either drop a lot of MF, drop a lot of survival, can't even find my Wind Ripper anymore. Or I would have to get a bunch of like Abyss Jewels and roll them very well, which, you know, isn't that softcore or sorry, SSF friendly. So it is 15 quant and 30 rarity, and honestly, I've got like some sort of like basic starter bow. I am gonna work on a new one, try to get like a tier 1 stat. It is very nice that it has the tier 1 attack speed and tier 1 crit though. I do wish the prefixes were a bit better. But either way, it's a pretty good spine bow and it's got usable passives. So maybe I'll even just keep this. But other than that, I'm using, honestly, the gloves hit really nicely. But for MF, I'm using a Biscos, a Gold Worm, Venturous Gamble, the Taming just for some damage. I'm using a Biscos color. It's not very well rolled, but it's nice. And obviously you have Anointed Vengeant Cascade, and everything else is pretty okay. And a lot of people have been asking, why am I not a Deadeye? Why am I not a Raider? Or a champion? Because a lot of people play that on Lightning Arrow. But I'm a Pathfinder. Now the reason for that, I'll go to my hideout and show you, is I can, let's see, let's click on Lightning Arrow. I'm not using rarity support at the moment, but with all my flasks up, I have 46 quant and 207 rarity. And the cool interaction here is that Master Surgeon lets me keep up Divination Distillate permanently. And I have so much flask effect that it's giving more than the 11 quant. It's more like 15 or something. And my 4th Ascendancy, I was thinking about taking Master Distiller, but I don't really want to use a Diamond Bismuth or an Amethyst Flask, and it's a pain to keep up. I'd basically be forced to take one more flask cluster and do the enemies that you kill that are affected by ailments grant 100% flask charges to even think about equipping it. But I do instead get another 10% flask effect and 20% flask charges. So I'm able to very easily keep everything up permanently. And I have the charges when you're hit, and then I have recover 4% life. So it's decently tanky as well. I have almost died once, and I am expecting the character to die randomly at some point. So obviously, fighting essences with less than 4k HP is going to come up to catch me at some point. The hope is just that I've found something useful and cool before that point. And I will be getting life per level as well, so that will help. But it's a little scary. If I had a better bow, I could maybe ditch the taming. Maybe I'll get another Ventures. I haven't really found anything so far except a Comb's Heart. Vengeant Cascade carrying pretty hard. Other than that, I've just been trying to get some jewels with life on it, I guess will be the next thing I'll do. I honestly kind of want more damage too, because just being able to kill essences very quickly would be very good. I don't have a ballista or anything like that. I have a Frenzy that's firing with power charge on critical strike, giving me power charges and frenzy charges all the time. And then I have a lot of things on life tap. If you do want to take a closer look at the character, it's called Zizaran Pow Pow. Unlikely that I'm going to make a build guide or anything for this, because honestly, it's not really that good. And if I was going to play Lightning Arrow, I'd either do a Deadeye or a champion. Most likely a champion since I'm on hardcore. but it's been pretty cool having that much like quantity and flask effect. So it'll be cool to see if I do get a lot of divination cards. I did notice people kept talking about the fact that quantity affects harbingers. Well, I finally have fracturing shards now. I hadn't gotten any while spamming harbinger for a large portion of the league, and now I have 10 shards. So I don't really know if that's true or not. It definitely feels like it, but that could also just be RNG. So that's what I'm up to at the moment. Just gonna stack up a bunch of essences by spamming low tier maps. So I haven't even switched over my atlas yet. This is what I have at the moment, but I'll be so hard to give things up, but I'll probably do that and then get all the essence nodes, spam for a bunch of essences, maybe try to get a weapon upgrade on this, but either way, there's a lot of things I want to craft for other characters. Next up, the thing I'm going to be working on is crafting a axe for a Bone Shatter Juggernaut. It's got global less damage but high attack speed and explicit fizz. So this should be really good. I didn't get any flat fizz, sadly, and I have no imprints, so I don't want to risk making it. And it's just going to be a very like filler weapon because I just want to level with Bone Shatter, get to somewhere between 95 and 100, whatever I feel like. Depends how much I enjoy Bone Shatter. And then what I'm going to do is respec that character into some sort of 4th Vaal, Totem Explode. A lot of people like Molten Strike, but I hate it. So I'll probably do the Totem Explode build on a jug. And then have a Glorious Vanity before that as well. And a quick tip I'll leave you with. You can see my... First off, I now have a ludicrous amount of blight maps, and I have a lot of golden oils. I had 9 golden oils and obviously a lot of silver, so I can upgrade. That's because I wanted Vengeant Cascade. And the way I'm doing that is by running the core map with blight scarabs and all the blight nodes. Now, core is so good in particular because it'll force it into only one lane, which will make that it'll maybe only have 1 lane of 7 rewards. Well, if there's only 1 lane, that means that all of the rewards will be the same, which is blight rewards. So I was getting, I think the most I got was 8 blight maps in 1 core. And I was just running in, doing the blight and leaving. So honestly, pretty good tip. Now, a few people in chat were upset at me because that was how they were making money in softcore. But it is a very, very good way to get the extractors, and then you look up the ring annoyance, amulet annoyance, and if it has a gold oil in it, that's how I got pretty much all of these. I only had 1 natural gold oil. Hope you guys are enjoying all the content. Thank you all so much for watching, and we actually hit a really cool YouTube milestone for us. We have a new record of 8.5 million views in the last 28 days. So thank you guys, and so sorry for spamming your timeline, but I'm glad you guys are tuning in and watching it. So thanks for watching. Sub if you liked the video, but more importantly, try to die less than I do.